The phone buzzed, breaking the silence of the night.
My sister. I felt a chill run down my spine. She was missing, gone for a week. Every day felt like an eternity. The text was just one word, Willow Creek. It was cryptic, yet it held so much weight.
Willow Creek? I knew that place. It was a name that brought back memories, a forgotten creek, deep in the woods past the old Peterson farm. A place no one dared to go, shrouded in rumors, dark stories, whispers of things that lurked in the shadows.
I had to go. There was no other choice. My sister needed me. Fear gnawed at my stomach, twisting it into knots. I had a bad feeling. Something wasn't right. The air felt heavy with dread.
I grabbed my jacket, my heart pounding in my chest. It was getting dark. The wind howled outside like a warning, urging me to reconsider.
This was a mistake. I could feel it in my bones, but I had to find her.
The road was dark. The trees pressed in, their branches forming a canopy that blocked out the moonlight. It felt like driving through a tunnel of shadows. Branches scraped the car, their skeletal fingers tapping against the windows. The headlights barely cut through the fog, casting eerie shapes on the road ahead. The engine sputtered, adding to the sense of unease.
I glanced at the gas gauge. It was close to empty, the needle hovering dangerously low. Panic started to set in. I started to sweat, my palms slick on the steering wheel. Trapped. No turning back now. The oppressive darkness seemed to close in around me.
The woods grew thicker, the trees more menacing. The air grew cold, a chill that seeped into my bones. It felt like the forest was alive, watching, waiting. I rolled down the window, hoping for some fresh air. Silence, except for the beating of my own heart, loud and frantic in my ears. The night was still, too still.
Then a flash of white. It was blinding, cutting through the darkness like a knife. In the rearview mirror, a face appeared. Pale, ghostly, and gone as quickly as it had appeared. My heart raced, my breath caught in my throat. I was being watched. The feeling of eyes on me was unmistakable, sending shivers down my spine.
The car died, out of gas. I slammed my fist on the steering wheel. Fear turned to anger.
Why did I come here?
I stepped out into the night. The air was heavy. The fog clung to me. I could hear the creek gurgling in the distance. The path was overgrown. Thorns tore at my clothes. I stumbled over roots. Whispers seemed to come from the trees.
Each step was harder than the last. The woods felt alive, watching me, toying with me, leading me closer to the creek.
The trees thinned. The creek came into view, a small clearing, bathed in an eerie moonlight. It felt like a stage, and in the center a circle of stones, ancient, covered in moss. A fire burned in the middle, casting strange shadows.
Someone was here. I could feel it. But the clearing was empty, except for the fire, and the stones, and the silence.
Then I saw it carved into one of the stones. A symbol, a spiral, twisting inward, like a whirlpool, the same symbol from the text. The air grew colder, the fire flickered, shadows danced around me, whispering my name, beckoning me closer.
I had to know, was my sister here? Was she in danger? The symbol had to mean something. It was a message.
I stepped into the circle. The ground was cold, the stones hummed with a strange energy, the air crackled around me.
The fire roared, the shadows swirled.
A figure began to form in the flames, humanoid but wrong, twisted, evil. The figure reached out from the fire, its form shifting and flickering like a mirage. The flames danced around it, casting eerie shadows that seemed to move with a life of their own. Its eyes burned with a cold light, piercing through the darkness. They seemed to hold 1,000 untold stories, each more chilling than the last.
I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. My voice was trapped in my throat, paralyzed by fear. The forest around me seemed to close in, suffocating me with its oppressive silence.
The symbol on the stone glowed with an otherworldly light. The air crackled again, charged with an energy that made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. And then everything went silent. The forest, the fire, even the wind seemed to hold its breath. the fire, the shadows. They all vanished, leaving behind an unsettling stillness. The figure. I was alone. The clearing was empty, devoid of any life or movement. It was as if the world had paused, holding its breath. The only sound was the beating of my own heart, echoing loudly in the silence. Each thump was a reminder of my own fragile existence, and the gentle murmur of the creek, a soothing contrast to the terror that gripped me. Its sound was a small comfort in the overwhelming darkness.
But the symbol remained, carved into the stone, a silent reminder of the ancient forces at play. It was a mark of something far older and more powerful than I could comprehend, of the darkness that lurks in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself, of the secrets that lie hidden in Willow Creek, secrets that whispered in the wind and rustled in the leaves, waiting to be discovered.